coffee, a long walk, and 8 hours of work enough to supercharge your day? Hi everyone and welcome. Today we're diving into the daily routine of one of the most iconic composers of all time, Ludwig van Beethoven. Now, I chose Beethoven for a very specific reason, which we'll talk about shortly. Before that, if you're not sure who Beethoven is, here's a reminder. Ludwig van Beethoven was born in Bonn, Germany in December 1770. From a young age, Beethoven displayed exceptional musical talent. His father, a musician at the court of Bonn, was his first music teacher, recognizing early the prodigious talent in his son. Despite a challenging upbringing marked by his father's alcoholism, Beethoven's musical talent flourished. Beethoven moved to Vienna in his early 20s, where he hoped to study with Mozart. Legend has it that upon hearing Beethoven played, Mozart prophetically remarked, "Keep your eyes on him. Someday he will give the world something to talk about." And the world is still talking. Indeed, Vienna became the stage for Beethoven's career, where he established himself as a virtuoso pianist and composer. Despite his professional achievements, Beethoven's life was marked by personal struggles. He battled deafness, a condition that began in his late 20s and progressively worsened, threatening his career as a performer and composer. Additionally, he faced financial difficulties, romantic disappointments, and the responsibility of caring for his nephews. Remarkably, Beethoven continued composing even as his hearing faded. Beethoven's compositions are well known. Today, his works remain cornerstones of the classical repertoire, performed and cherished worldwide. While known primarily for his music, Beethoven was also a complex individual. He was known for his fiery personality, strong opinions, and rebellious spirit. Inspired by the French Revolution, he challenged social norms and defied expectations, leaving behind a legacy that extends beyond musical notes. There is a well-known story of Beethoven's adoration for Napoleon. He even dedicated his Third Symphony to him. However, upon hearing that Napoleon crowned himself emperor, Beethoven, in his fury and disappointment, erased the dedication and renamed the symphony Eroica. Beethoven passed away on March 26, 1827, an estimated 20,000 people attending his funeral. His death marked the end of an era, but also the beginning of an everlasting legacy, influencing countless generations of musicians and music lovers. Now, you might be thinking, Beethoven lived centuries ago. What's relevant about his routine for me, for us, in today's world? Well, prepare to be surprised. Beethoven, in many ways, was the ultimate content creator and freelancer. He navigated the publishing world, negotiated deals, and even managed his own brand, all while writing out his famous masterpieces. So whether you're a content creator, writer, musician, artist, or just someone striving for a more productive and balanced life, Beethoven's approach might hold some valuable lessons. I tried Beethoven's daily routine for a week. As you'll find out during this episode, the takeaways are so much more than just testing out a daily routine. Beethoven was up at dawn. This might explain why he was more productive in the summer with the sun up at 6 a.m. As an early riser, this aligned with my usual wake-up hours. Beethoven began his day with a coffee-fueled breakfast and a perhaps quirky ritual, counting out exactly 60 coffee beans. Yeah, that's right, 60, to grind for his morning brew. This precise quantity yielded a coffee strength similar to a modern-day espresso, so for me personally, a perfectly normal morning. Beethoven then embarked on a rather epic work session. During this time, Beethoven took breaks, going for short walks. He was a strong believer in walks and also believed that the best ideas came during these moments. Well, I'm on my first walk of the day, inspired by Beethoven's love for nature. In today's terms, it's a reminder of the importance of stepping away from our desks and reconnecting with the nature surrounding us. It's fascinating how Beethoven managed to balance intense work work sessions with leisure, embodying the work hard, play hard ethos. As a violinist, I have performed numerous works by Beethoven, so I can say with certainty that his music reflects this love for nature. I remember embracing Beethoven's routine as a violin student because this balance of work and walking helped me alleviate stress, body pain accumulated whilst holding the violin for hours. After his intense work phase, Beethoven enjoyed a late lunch, marking the end of his work day. He would then go for his now famous long walk in the Vienna woods, taking a pencil and sheet of music paper to record any ideas, tunes, harmonies that would come to mind. Imagine composing a symphony while surrounded by nature. Perhaps this is where Beethoven's famous Pastoral Symphony was born, a musical ode to the beauty of the natural world. On my long walks during the week, I voice recorded thoughts, ideas that came up. I also enjoyed the company of wonderful squirrels. As the day was winding down, Beethoven would stop by a tavern to read the newspapers, then meet friends or go to the theater. He mostly preferred, especially in winter, to stay at home and read. During my Beethoven week, I combined an evening in the theater, but similar to Beethoven, I do prefer to stay at home and read. For supper, he preferred just a bowl of soup and some leftovers from lunch. Beethoven enjoyed wine with his food, and he liked to have beer and smoke his pipe after supper. For me, wine, yes. Beer, yes. Pipe, no. Don't smoke. He rarely worked on his music in the evening, and he retired early, going to bed at 10 p.m. at the latest. Following Beethoven's schedule, we must remember that Beethoven wasn't a robot following a rigid schedule. In a letter to a friend, he writes, "The day today exhausted me." I think most of us can relate to that. But he was also someone with deeply ingrained hope. Hope nourishes me. It nourishes half the world and has been my neighbor all my life. Else, what would have become of me? Beethoven was a dynamic, passionate individual who adapted his routine based on his mood and inspiration, but the core principles of hard work, focused effort, and intentional rest remained constant. Beethoven was not a multitasker. He wrote to his fellow composer friend Ferdinand Ries, "Beethoven can write music, thank God, but he can do nothing else on earth." Beethoven also knew how to brand himself, becoming one of the first composers to manage his own image and negotiate his worth. There's an anecdote where Beethoven writes to his sponsor, Prince Lichnowsky, "Prince, what you are by accident of birth. What I am of myself. There are and will be thousands of princes. There is only one Beethoven." So, can we all become Beethovens? Maybe not literally, but his approach offers valuable insights. We can learn to structure our days for productivity, embrace breaks for inspiration, and learn how to balance work and leisure. Remember, even geniuses need to recharge. Personally, I think that the greatest gift Beethoven gives us, well, beside his music, is the importance of valuing oneself. If you're doubting yourself, remember Beethoven's letter to Prince Lichnowsky. So, what resonated most with you from Beethoven's routine? How does it compare with other effective daily routines you might have tried or have watched on this channel? If you've enjoyed this time-traveling journey, hit that like button and subscribe for more. What routine should I take next? Let me know in the comments. Until then, keep learning and exploring.